All right, what is going on? It has been quite a while since I have last uploaded, at least anything with my voice in it. I did upload that one Kawhi Leonard makes the shot uh, video. What an amazing shot, but we're not here to talk about Kawhi nor his shot over the 76ers. We're here to talk about the Miami Heat and the Milwaukee Bucks. I have seen on Twitter a lot of Miami Heat fans who actually think that they are going to beat the Milwaukee Bucks and go to the finals. I am not making that up. I have seen it. If you have Twitter and you've seen, Miami Heat Twitter, you will know that is what they think. Obviously, not everyone, but you know, a big portion of them. To be fair to them, the Miami Heat have beat the Milwaukee Bucks in the regular season. That's all fine and well, but I don't think the Heat can beat the Bucks. I do not doubt Giannis at all. He gets double teamed, triple teamed at times, and it makes sense, right? He's a very strong person, a very strong human being. Of course, you need to put two people in front of him to stop him from getting to the rim. I understand that, but I do believe the Heat have a very minuscule chance to beat the Bucks. But for the most part, I do not see it happening. It's kind of like saying the Knicks can make the playoffs. Like, they can, but are they going to make them? Probably not. It's the same scenario. The Heat could potentially beat the Bucks, but will they? I don't think so. The big thing that the Bucks need to focus on is getting Giannis a good second option. Chris Middleton is not that. Chris Middleton is like Eric Gordon, and I love my boy Eric, but he's streaky as hell. Like, you can never count on him to, bust out, like 20 points a game on a given night. It's kind of random, right? Like, maybe tonight he'll have a good game, maybe tomorrow he won't. And that's kind of the problem that Chris Middleton has. You know, I don't like seeing him take so many shots and then miss so many shots. Like, at some point you just have to tell him to stop. You have to try to get the ball to somebody else. Giannis cannot do it all by himself. And this is where I think the Heat can take advantage, because Middleton is not going to beat the Heat by himself. You know what I mean? Like, even if he does have a good night, it's going to be one good night out of 7, right? For example, Giannis needs to be able to have a good night every single night in order to win the series. And Chris Middleton having a very poor shooting night is not going to help at all. So that is why I think the Heat have a very minuscule chance of actually overcoming the Bucks. If you remember to those Heat and Bucks game in the regular season, Middleton did not have a good game. He had probably one of the worst shooting nights I have ever seen from him. And it's not like he was being guarded well. It's just his shots were not falling, and he's just not a good second option. Maybe as a third option, right? But if I were the Bucks, I would absolutely trade Middleton. He's not worth his contract, right? He's not worth that much amount of money. He's not a good second option. I'm just gonna throw a random name in there, but I believe they should have tried to trade for Zach LaVine. I'm just saying, right? Like Zach LaVine is not great defensively. Chris Middleton is great defensively, but Chris Middleton cannot put up offense like Zach LaVine does. Now Zach LaVine puts up offense because he doesn't have anybody else on his team, right? Like I mean, who's gonna take the ball from Zach LaVine? Like nobody, right? I mean, who in the Bulls has a better shot at making a basket than Zach LaVine? Nobody. So I understand that he might not be the best option. I just threw a random name in there. All I'm saying is get Chris Middleton out of there. He's not worth the contract. I know a lot of Milwaukee fans like Chris Middleton, but he's just not worth it. You know what I mean? Are the Heat going to be good? I believe so. I mean, Tyler Hero is a walking bucket, but I don't think they're going to make the finals this year. Maybe in 3 years. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it all depends on Middleton. Middleton is the big outlier, I guess, for the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, if Middleton is doing trash, the Bucks are going to lose because all the attention is going to go to Giannis, right? And if Middleton gets open looks and he can't make them, you can't expect the Bucks to win. So that is the minuscule chance that the Heat have of overcoming the Bucks. However, again, Middleton is streaky, so maybe he's not having a good night tonight, but he'll have a good night for the next 2 nights, right? And then he'll have another bad night. And again, like, that's just how he is. I don't like that. I don't think they should have spent, 100+ mil on this kid. Like, he's just not good enough. That's just my opinion. I think the Bucks need a piece, but I don't see the Heat overcoming the Bucks in a seven game series. Again, there's that minuscule chance, but I don't see it happening. No matter what, I believe the Bucks will be contending for that finals spot. I won't say yet who I believe has a chance of beating the Bucks, but you guys can debate that in the comments if you feel like it, and if not, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you next video.